I wanted to put out a YouTube video out there for young people that are sitting there struggling, that maybe somebody, a peer or somebody in your life that is harassing and haranguing you, giving you a hard time. I want to tell you a story of somebody who was harassed, treated badly. When this person was 15, in their teen years, they'd already been put through hell by a babysitter who had treated them wrongly, had done some very evil things to them. And that didn't help their self-esteem. Their self-esteem went down. So they went and looked for attention from anybody, even people that treated them badly, because it was better to have somebody who was paying attention to you and either harassing, haranguing, or beating you up than to have no attention at all. So this person went and put up with people that were giving them a hard time, called them all sorts of names, cursed their name, treated them like hell, beat the living daylights out of them, ran them into lockers, ran their head into lockers, and in some cases treated them like they were not a human being. Then later on, this person got older, got a little bit wiser, what got in the work world. Their first job was a job where there were equalizers there, that everybody got treated equally horribly, and it leveled the field. Well, this job also forged character for this person, and they learned that they could be a leader there, that they could be somebody who could be looked up to. And eventually this person left that job and went to another job, working very hard, but people sat there and did not realize that God has placed greatness in this person. So this person toiled and worked for better than minimum wage, made enough to take care of their family, and eventually went and decided to get an education. And this person, because of interests this person had. So this person went and got an education, spent 2 years, got an education, and tried to break into this part of the industry. Well, people in the industry who were lazy and layabouts and really jealous of this person because of the passion this person had for this subject, basically did everything to run this person out of the industry. And so this person went to a few different jobs. The hope came as this person took a test for a particular job. So the particular thing this person was going to do required a paper and pencil test to see if they had the mathematics and they had this and that and the drive and desire to do this. Well, in the process of fixing to go to that job, this person left that job due to a person harassing and haranguing this person and creating a very hostile work environment. So this person, basically their income got cut in half at this point. And it was difficult because this person mismanaged their money, did not know how to properly manage money, and messed up basically. During this time though, this person got to know, a friend for life, and that was, Jesus. So this person even though he was working in industry and not working in the church, he noticed his ministry opportunities were outside the church. And he took every opportunity that he had and tried to strategically do what he could to actually serve and glorify the Lord in his body. But he had struggles. He was not perfect. And eventually, when enough time came along, this person went and found the right people that got into his life and helped driving his life along. Well, this person had always been a rugged individual. He'd always been an individualist. He was beginning to understand what it meant to be a part of Jesus' body. And still, he was pretty much an individualist. And, pretty much, though tried to, be maintain friendships, pretty much was on his own. But over time, the people who in his teens had treated him badly, who in his 20s and 30s, as he was going and forging a career, quite successful, mind you, in the industry he was working, came, these people that treated him so horribly came to wonder, when God started blessing this gentleman, what's going on? I thought this was this old Yahoo that was nuts. But that's not the end of the story, see. This person went and worked, and finally it came to a point where, wear and tear on his body physically, started creating injuries where there was doctor intervention. So this person had to go through some surgery, some difficult ones too. There was a particular painful one I remember this gentleman discussing, where a doctor had to go in and do some extensive work on his throat, and they claimed it was the most painful surgery that a man who needed it would go through. So what I'm trying to tell you, this person has been through stuff. In life, we're going to go through stuff. As a teen, this person went through stuff. And there's challenges in life. Things are not always handed to you. And you have to work with them. And you have to, in some cases, play by the rules. Sometimes there's places where the rules can be broken, though. But think about this. This man went through hell. He went through people teasing him. In fact, in the 4th grade, every day he was walking home, let me put it like this. He got his rear end beat. And got beat up and was bullied. But you know what? There's a character that's forged. And I'm speaking specifically to young people who are struggling and think God has nothing for them, and may even want to commit suicide or say, goodbye, cruel world, this is too much for me. Because I want to give you this hope. The person I'm talking about is the person talking to you through this video right now. Yeah, that was me. I started out as a 105-pound weakling who could not gain any weight. Because of a minimum weight requirement for football, local football, I could not play football because I didn't weigh enough. Then, when I went in the military, I was sitting at 157. Once I left the military, I was 175 and very, very solidly built. Now, I sit probably over 200 pound range. Very strong. Yes, I have my issues. And there's days I hurt. And days things don't go my way. But one thing I'll say, I wouldn't want to end it. Because God's been too good for me. Too good to me. So, young person, when you're sitting there and you see, hey, this person's bullying me, remember, and I say this with all sincerity, that person who's bullying you, there's an insecurity with them. And maybe they were bullied, or they weren't treated proper, or maybe they were treated hard. Maybe they're hard-hearted. But don't let what other people do or what goes on around you affect you. Because like I said recently, God took a 105-pound weakling who turned into a 157-pound man who was placed, block of flesh that was placed in the fire. Came out 175 pounds with muscle. And then through industry and day to day became a 212-pound muscle-bound guy slinging steel for a multinational corporation. Now I'm going doing something else. I help people with their wireless internet. I help people solve technical problems. I use my noggin up here. Because this, I'll tell you this, don't give this up and don't give your life up because somebody's bullying you. Step in there, stick with the Lord, and tough it out. Life is tough many times, but if you stick it out in the good and the bad, it's going to be worth it. It won't always be as easy, and you may go through some stuff, but that forges your character, and that makes you a better man or better woman when you come out of it. So follow Jesus and follow life. You got it? My name is John, and I follow Jesus. You should do it, and you should meet my friend, and you should follow him too. Have a good one. Bye.